Hey. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for clicking on the video and checking it out. I have important information. I am stepping away from my role at Discovery Real Life Simi Valley from the 252 Street role, and all is well, all is good. I am going to somewhat be going back, but starting more of a full time at studio work. Some of you guys know I've stayed in the union and I was at the studios, mostly like TV and stuff like that, before going on staff at Discovery. And I do not regret one bit going over to Discovery and working for 5.5 years with the elementary area, with you guys, with all the kids, with all the families. Um, Obviously, my daughters, and then Silas a little bit came all the way through, almost through the rankings there in the hallway. Sadie's in fifth grade. So obviously she would have been over there as well, finishing out fifth grade in 252 Street. So that's the big move. That's the big transition. Obviously, this time right now is continuously being just crazy with Corona, COVID-19. So many changes at church and good changes, really, things that are going to really build into more for the permanent building that will be coming later. But as you guys know, as of right now, the temp space and just even being outside and all of that, it's just a really weird time to make this transition. Just some things kind of fell into place over there at the studios, where I was able to get a little bit more of a jump start on a show. And it's a really solid show that's going to last for a while. So I will be doing that full time. I have had so much fun and growing and learning and being stretched at my role there in 252 Street. It was awesome. I mean, there was a time that there was 50 people serving and volunteering and schedules and trying to get everyone curriculum and the videos, the nonstop videos, and trying to make sure everyone was comfortable in their role, and so much more. The events that we used to do and all that stuff, and just working with families and parents, and seeing the kids grow up, having 180 kids on a Sunday up there. I remember having 80, almost 90 kids in one service up in the large group. But then also, of course, hanging out with two kids and just being one-on-one with them. Chuck and I, the last couple of Sundays, the last service, the 11:30 service, we've hung out with two kids, either one couple little boys or a couple little girls, and that's just from both spectrums, from all the kids to all those little kids. It has been an awesome privilege to do this for the last 5.5 years or so. So I will not be disappearing. The Rosalinis will not be disappearing specifically. We are going to kind of settle into this new schedule. I'm doing a lot of hours and stuff and a lot of days. So we probably won't be around specifically, every Sunday. Back when I used to do this job, I would work about 3 Sundays out of the month anyways. So we will not be going anywhere specifically, but so we will be around, in time at Real Life Church Simi, and, in the temporary space, and of course later on in a permanent building and all of that. So what's next? Nothing too specific yet, because once again, pointing back to Corona times. So nothing too specific. Kids will continue to meet outside. I will be scheduling some of you small group leaders that are comfortable meeting in person outside. I'll be scheduling that for February. Mr. Chuck Smith, my family hangs out with him. If some of you guys don't know, we've been hanging out with them because we line up really good to their kid ages, and we love hanging out at the beach. So ever since sometime, we've been hanging out almost once a week at the beach, and our kids just hang out, and Chuck and I get to mess around in the waves on some surfboards and all this stuff. So Chuck will be mainly the main contact for anything coming up. You know, I can't speak for much, but I'm sure they would love to hire somebody in this position as well coming up. So just some things like that. But you know, first, looking ahead just a little bit, we're outside. We're outside for a little bit, and I do not know any kind of date for that. Next step after that would be moving inside the temporary building with kids at the Shasta Drive location. And so there's designated areas for kids. There's a designated area for fourth and fifth grade, designated area for all younger than that. And so there's rooms there that are kind of being prepared for that. That's next steps. That would be back into volunteer small group feel. And so scheduling and curriculum and all of that. So that would be coming up, but there's no timeline or time frame that I can give you on that. Obviously, Chuck will be in contact there, or whoever would be stepping into that specific or in this specific role. The private Facebook group is real simple. I'll just be able to make probably Chuck and Laura Miller admins of that, if somehow, just so there can be some good communication there. Of course, to always be reaching out by email as well, so they can contact you guys by email or maybe text like that. Besides that, thank you guys so much for volunteering and giving up your time throughout all these years. I really felt like even though we're at 3 different services at a time and maybe the team was just split up according to each hour of service, it was really awesome to just have the one big team. And you guys really made 252 Street what it was. It didn't matter that the hallway was awesome for all those years at the Easy Street location. That was incredible in itself. But what really kept families in tune and kids wanting to come back is having some awesome small groups. I mean, we can't ever forget the foundational part of the small group setup. I think it does a lot for church, for kids, for families, and I just don't want anyone to ever forget how important that was, a small group time. Large group was fun. Large group was fun. We got to have a lot of fun, but small group is such key for having great kids environment and some kids really learning the Bible. So with that, guys, thank you so much for all the time and effort you put into it, all the many Sundays, the Easters, so many Easters of just, some of you doing double services and all that, and all the events and helping out. Thank you so much, guys. And we and my family, Sarah and the kids, will be seeing you guys around town, and we'll see you at church as well. Thanks.